purpose of today is to talk about the impact of farm-to-school investment. There are two bills moving through the House and the Senate in this session, and we want to inform and have a good conversation about how that impacts us here in our schools, how that impacts the economic livelihood of our community, how that shows up in public health, and whatever else intersects with who you are today and why you're here in this room. It's a good sign when people don't want to stop. It is kind of like the school cafeteria where everybody's like, all right, kids, I'm gonna blow the whistle. But we can see like this is something that we all have in common, right? We're all connected to food and quality food and what it makes us feel like, what it looks like, how it's served, who's in the room. And that is a conversation that I think has to happen and deserves a place. To highlight in the room, we have Representative Harder and Senator Kunish, who have traveled outside of their district to come and hear about this really important work. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
What brought me here is the opportunity to look at the intersection of education and nutrition and then farm to school opportunities. So I wanted to see how this works when it's really working well and what it takes to put together an incredible program of bringing fresh produce and product to the school for our students.
For me, agriculture is number one in the state. And I think it's very important that we educate our youth the importance of agriculture, where their food comes. We have many students that have no connection to agriculture other than perhaps going to a grocery store. That's where they get their food. And they need to understand from start to finish. There's a huge process from at the farm and how it gets to your store. And I think it's valuable for students to know and learn that process because it'll help them to make better choices.
Peppers, so beef, 36 miles from Steve and Jamie. Peppers and onions, Laura's not even 5 miles, 4.4 from this door. Blue oyster mushrooms, you guys live close too. Yeah, 3.7 miles. Apples.
Well, what excited me was the connection to the community members in agriculture. So you've got the beef farmer, you've got the veg farmer, you've got the student who is, growing the mushrooms that we ate here today, which is incredible. All that kind of entrepreneurial services.
The things that I guess I wasn't expecting was the people that were growing the food came here and talked about it, and then we actually got to try it. So we actually got to eat what they were growing. So if anybody asks me about it, now I can say why I tried all these things, and it was great.
We hear a lot about how the economic troubles in rural Minnesota, and how can we find jobs and how can we sustain rural communities. And this is an example of how perfect that is when, your farmers are growing the food that the school is buying, which is feeding the children. And, it's just a circular effect all the way around, and it works for everyone, and just really exciting to see that it's working so well here.